ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Dr. Stone. Finally have the last episode of this season, the aftermath of the Stone War, so to say, Tsukasa's fate, what's in store for the future, and also I'm so glad I watched the episode a bit later on than exactly when it aired, because we have confirmation for season 3, and I couldn't be happier, having so much fun with this series, especially when this episode was just full of reactions, funny moments, and a bit of a sad moment with Tsukasa. Bittersweet, so to say, that moment. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, after last episode with them finally beating Hyoga, we have now Homura being caught by everyone. It felt like a SWAT takedown. All of them swarmed her. Senku is okay, feeling grateful with everything he has been through, everything he has learned. Also, Hokutai, Hyoga, and Homura, they won without killing, which is a very, very huge achievement, and it's just the beginning to build a kingdom of science. We have everybody working together, building new stuff, rebuilding old stuff. Everybody's getting put to work. Yuzuriha also doing more puzzle shenanigans with the broken statues. They actually bring one guy, all of them together there, and again, and it worked. It confirmed that they can bring up people that have been put together back. And this guy was just awesome. He was still stuck in his missed the deadline mentality, so to say. And we see that he's a mangaka or a manga artist. Nice cameo over there, so to say, in a way, Easter egg, better description for it. Kind of exemplifies how hard the mangaka creators work, especially how the anime industry is, but that's another conversation for another day. Like I said, the reactions are just priceless. Thinking about bringing back entertainment, the promise that Senku made to Gen, and it's shaping up pretty good. But also we have Yo coming back again, just being completely jealous, seeing what they're doing over there, bullshitting again, lying and stuff like that, pretending like nothing happened. They take him back, but he has to put in some work. Especially I liked Yuzuri showing him how many broken pieces of statues they have to put back together, but he gets into it. Hopefully he's gonna be part of the group, so to say, now that everybody is pretty much together. I'm happy. Honestly, it's looking pretty good for the Kingdom of Science, all of the group, so to say. Now we get a bit into the more serious stuff, which is why Tsukasa is one of the best characters in the series. We have him giving instructions of where all of the broken statues are, or the pieces of them. He remembered all of them. The guilt, the weight of what he has done, he still carries that with him, and you can see it on his face and on his by his actions, which doesn't excuse what he did, but he's still a very honorable man, so to say. And I like him quite a lot, especially the relationship that he has with Senku, even more amplified this episode. The villagers also find out that they won the Stone Wars from another emotional moment, everybody being happy over there, and Senku still working to find a way to save Tsukasa, actually making super glue, because that's what you do in a stone world. You somehow make super glue to seal his wounds, but it's not that easy, because that wound is actually a fatal wound, very hard thing to recover from. It's just buying time. There's no way he can actually rebuild an organ, operate on him, fully heal him, but he's still working on a way. Meanwhile, Hyoga and Homura being in prison, Homura still obsessed with Hyoga, just accepting that fact, just happy that she's near Hyoga, him still trying to get under Kohaku's skin. But I like Kohaku quite a lot. It didn't bother her what Hyoga said about not killing him, making them look weak, but it's a different kind of strength, and especially how much faith she has in Senku since they met together and everything. He has proved himself being capable, and I like that she cares about Senku so much. Now we have the way to save Tsukasa according to Senku. There's one way: to petrify him. Because as we've seen even this episode and previous ones, especially even when Senku died the first time against Tsukasa, he got healed. Now, seems this might work, but they also have to find a way to actually petrify him, because they don't have the way to get him petrified. They have a way to de-petrify somebody, which I'm not still sure how much liquid they have left from that cave since it exploded, but who knows. Now, the way is there to de-petrify somebody, but actually put somebody in a stone, I don't know. We'll have to see if they're able to do this. Now we even have Mirai, the cute sister of Tsukasa. She was really cute this episode, curious about her brother. The reaction, this was probably my favorite scene and favorite part of the episode. Just evil experiments, their surgery on Tsukasa by Dr. Frank and Senku with needles bringing Yuzuriha in. The reactions she had and the faces they had over there. This is why I like Dr. Stone so much. The exaggerations, the reactions, the faces, the comedy of it. It's one of the most fun series, light-hearted series. Just makes me smile inside. I don't know why, and especially the conversation between Senku and Tsukasa. Senku telling him, "You don't need anesthesia, right? You're the strongest primate." And the face he had over there, and Tsukasa, "Of course I don't." How much they understand each other just makes me love them even more. But we also see that Tsukasa knows he's gonna die in a few days, since they also don't have the way to petrify him. But there's a way to delay that process in a way. Senku killing him with his own hands, but not physically killing him, so to say, just to freeze him, put him in cold sleep, cryogenic over there, and just have faith in him. This is my time to get my revenge in a way, since Tsukasa already killed him once. They're even able to joke in that moment over there. Meanwhile, everybody else just rebuilding the Steam Gorilla also, all of them being happy. And another great reactions with Yo, Nikki and Ukyo being overwhelmed by all of them. Even though they're modern people, they're kind of the primitive ones compared to what Senku's group have achieved in this stone world. And again, as you get used to it, the Goblin Slayer meme. Honestly, a nice send-off, so to say, to this season 2. And we have Senku promising to make a refrigerator or a freezer in a way. Everybody gets completely shocked, of course. Just to be able to put Tsukasa in cold sleep, even giving them some alone time to talk. Because they really needed, both of them being leaders, as Kohaku put it perfectly. And even though they were enemies, they still respected each other very, very much, despite not being on the same side. Senku also thinking there might be a way to use the petrification and the freezing system to get fresh food, keep food stored more, a lot, especially with the petrification system. If they actually find a way, use it as a resource. Remember what he said, 7 billion people working together to live together, so to say. That's very true. Hopefully they're gonna be able to find a way to actually petrify Tsukasa. And we have them talking, idle chat, also thinking. Senku posed an interesting question to Tsukasa. Who would you take in space if you could? But I feel like there's something more to that, maybe alluding something about the future. I don't know, I felt that way, even though Senku just brushed it off saying it's idle chat. But there might be more to it. Tsukasa thinking about Chrome, maybe Taiju, talking about girls, also the journalist girl, just bonding a bit more together. Emotional moment, even we find out he fought a gorilla. The song also playing fits the atmosphere perfectly over there, remembering the good times they spent together. Tsukasa saying those were fun times, and showing even now he still remembered those times fondly, so to say. Like I said, even though they were enemies, they still cared about each other. They just had different worldviews, so to say. And Tsukasa, even though he had good reasons as to why he wanted to keep the world the way it is in the Stone World, he went about it the wrong way. But I feel like this is a sort of redemption, even though nobody died. Of course, it's Dr. Stone, it's not a gory series, so to say. I feel like this was a very emotional moment between them, and him slowly closing his eyes, being frozen over there, and accepting his fate, having complete trust into Senku. Hopefully we're gonna have Tsukasa back, because he's a great character, like I've said multiple times. And Senku just going on and on about Mario and him while eating mushrooms actually tripping, which I kind of agree. If you look at Mario in True, he's tripping balls over there with his mushrooms, not actually being bigger. But he knew, he felt the weight that Tsukasa actually got frozen, felt the sadness into him, in his voice, in his face. He cares about Tsukasa also quite a lot. And we have him being frozen, Mirai over there, very emotional, his sister. Yeah, like I said, hopefully we're gonna have Tsukasa back. Now, this was the end of the episode, so to say, and this is where we got the preview for season 3, the journey continuing, everybody being gathering over there, and I'm talking about finding the source of the beam that everything started, petrifying them, which is on the other side of the planet, the origin of it, and see what's up behind all of this. And why not, being Dr. Stone and Senku being Senku, build a ship, cross the sea / oceans, age of discovery. And I like the One Piece, them being pirates sailing the sea in the preview, so to say. Awesome, all of them looking great. Hopefully season 3 is gonna be longer, because it's just so much fun. I would love them just to see traveling all over the place, enjoying the world now, discovering new stuff since the world has changed so much. Now, I'm also gonna leave the full preview in the description down below, just gonna show it here also. Now, the curious thing, the last image or the last shot of the episode, we have a new character, just still in stone form, but who is he? Curious, I don't know. Do you guys know who it is? No manga spoilers, please. If you just simply know from the anime, let me know down in comments below. If it's somebody, just a tease, don't tell me anything from the manga, no spoilers, please. Now, I leave off the questions to you guys. What do you think about the episode? Do you think Tsukasa is gonna be back? What was your favorite moment, and why was it the operation room over there with Dr. Frank and Senku? And are you excited for season 3? We don't have a release date yet, but at least it's confirmed. I would like more series to have something like this. As soon as the last episode ends, we get confirmation for the next season. But hey, it's not a perfect world. So many series deserve season 2, 3, 4 and so on, which I'm happy we get more Dr. Stone, one of my favorite series. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So I'll see you again on the next one. We'll have to wait and see when Dr. Stone is airing again. Thank you. Bye bye.